I really miss those like sour apricot hard candies. Do you know what I'm talking about?
You would, Jimmy.
Those were so good.
Yeah, he's like, I really miss when, they used to take the rind off the lemon when you were a kid, and they let you suck on it. He's like, it was so good.
Have you guys seen videos of babies where they, how people will
The lemon?
They'll give them lemon. The facial expressions are amazing, but I saw one where it was like the Gangster's Paradise came on because they gave one to a little kid and he was just straight faced it.
Oh, man.
He didn't even react to it, and she was like, "Are you okay?" And he's like, "Yeah." And she's like, and it was like,
"You're dead to me," but yeah,
just straight faced, and he was like,
hilarious.
"Yeah."
I saw it was the cutest little cherub of a boy, like chubby cheeks, red chubby cheeks is like beautiful child. Try a piece of tofu at Who Hots, and just right out on the plate.
I had no idea where that was going, and then it took a
beautiful
turn midway through what you were saying, and I was like, "That was so good."
I almost asked if it was me, like he was watching like a baby video.
Yeah,
of
beautiful
me and-
cherub of a boy.
Hey, remember when you used to call me your little cherub?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember.
Little Jim Cherub. I don't know.
I loved that got some traction, by the way, on Instagram when I called you Jimmy Sweet Treat Nichols.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Some people messaged us on Instagram. They were like, "I love that nickname." I think we should do a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Jimmy Sweet Treat Nichols.
Man.
And then have him like...
Just a pudding cup?
That's pretty good. Butterscotch pudding.
Jimmy Pudding Nichols.
It's fun because we've been podcasting long enough where we have these inside jokes where we can go back now and be like, if we had a lot of fans,
we could really talk shop.
Yeah, if we had a lot of fans, we could be like, hey, we need some fan art.
So
you know what I mean?
One of my favorite podcasts is two comedians, Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast. And early on, they were doing this dumb bit where they were like, if you just went into a restaurant just totally soaking wet, he's like, there's no law on being wet. He's like, you walk in, you're just drenched. And now the inside joke is like all their discount codes is like, type in drenched at checkout or whatever. And it's like so dumb nobody would know, but that's my favorite. That's my favorite stuff.
This is just why? Just to do it, just to see which rule you can get away with?
What?
Just
I meant like the inside joke thing. Like just having that. Just like a year later, it makes no sense. Like, why would you use drenched at checkout? From 34 podcasts ago,
Yeah, that's true. I like that stuff. Yeah. I like bringing it back full circle.
So I think we should get into it.
Okay.
Who'd you guys vote for? That was a joke. Shut up. Don't say.
You just dive right in.
So, I wrote in Peter Griffin.
Peter Griffin.
I saw some funny write-ins.
Did you really?
Yeah, I saw some funny ones. We got a taste test here.
So we have a taste test. I just sent Nate a picture, so he'll upload it, hopefully, to the thumbnail.
Yes.
So I don't think anybody's going to like these. But everybody pick one. And if you want to share, you can share. There's 2 different flavors.
Okay,
so
just grab one. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, can I take this one looks like it might be spicy.
I'll take it if it is.
I have a feeling that you're going to want to trade. One of you is going to want to trade with Jimmy because Jimmy.
I'll give you half of mine.
Jimmy didn't get the one he wanted.
Mine has chili in it.
Mine too. I want to switch.
So what these are, they're called solely organic fruit jerky, and so there's 2 different flavors. One is the mango and guava, and then what is yours?
Chili mango.
Chili, mango, and salt.
I didn't want that one.
So
She vetoed you. Do you mean you were going to try to make me try it?
I feel like chili mango has been something that, and maybe it's just I'm paying more attention to it, but like it seems to be like one of the trending flavors right now.
Chili mango.
Yeah, there's
how
a lot
gross
of
is it, Zach? You've already got it in your mouth.
It's in your mouth.
That's not bad.
Do you have the chili mango and salt?
I love mangoes though. I'm not getting any chili. A little bit, I guess. I'm trying really hard not to chew into this mic.
Yeah, this is pretty good. The mango guava, it's
Amy,
healthy.
you undersold this. I would never buy this.
There's no sugar added, no artificial flavors, nothing but the fruit.
Oh, I could eat 30 of these.
I probably wouldn't buy this, but I wouldn't turn it down if it was free. Are there any nutritions on it?
Jimmy, let me try yours.
I can't see it.
This says you just ate one whole organic mango with chili and salt. Did I?
Here, Zach, try that.
Okay.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. I like that, man. I like the guava one a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I like the mango better.
I finished off this one, Jimmy.
Oh, okay.
You want to finish all that one?
Sure.
The guava gives me, and I know this isn't it because it's all organic and stuff, but it gives me like sweetener vibes. You know when you drink a 0 cal something that's very sweet?
Yeah. Oh, that's not bad. That one's not even spicy.
I could eat this like every day.
Yeah. I could eat those.
So for a fruit snack, if we're including like gushers and stuff, is that what we're doing?
This is considered a very healthy fruit snack.
If we're going just like
it's fruit jerky.
If we're going healthy, unhealthy, like just any sort of this feels like a this feels like it feels like a Laffy Taffy sort of column, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's getting a 5 in that column, but for what it is, I'll give this a 7.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
I
That's
feel
pretty
like
close.
you could give these to your kids if they were like eating way too many fruit roll-ups.
Yeah.
And you could be like, here's your, and they'd be
Yeah.
like, yes.
well, I'll put it this way: if you had a house where like you only ever had the healthy options, your kid would be friggin' pumped for this.
Right.
Oh, that's probably
Where's
Jimmy's
that coming
phone.
from?
It could be.
I'm already on airplane mode.
It could be mine.
So there's only 60 calories in there.
That's
So
awesome.
it's not bad.
That's awesome.
No
All
protein
carbs.
though.
All carbs. No fat though.
No fat.
No, I don't mind that because sometimes like pre-workout you need a quick little hit of carbs.
I need to talk to you guys about something.
I was going to say, I also have something too.
Well, you go first. Is yours good? Is yours funny or what is
Mine
it?
is just a question that I heard post the other day on like something else I was listening to.
Nobody rated that, by the way, but me.
Okay, I would
shoot,
eat
I
that
forgot.
again. I could eat that every single day, so I would go with like a 7.2.
Yeah, I think the mango guava one I would give a 7.
Whoa,
The mango guava
a
one I
lot
would
of
give
chili in the last bite.
and then I'd do the chili one like a 5.
Oh,
I
and
think
they
I'm
have
similar.
different flavors too. There's like a banana flavor one. and-
Banana and cocoa.
Banana Rama.
Banana and cocoa. I'm sure you guys have seen this, but I haven't seen it in a long time. So he's wearing socks with like slides, right?
Sure.
Not a flip flop.
Right.
Half of his foot was out over the front of the flip flop, in front of the sandal.
Okay.
Like half of his foot was out the front, and I was like, because I something looked weird to me because they were all white, his sandals, but then he was wearing black socks, and they just looked funny on the ground. So then I was like watching his feet as he was like checking out in front of me. Half of his foot, like his heel, was in the middle of the sandal, and then the front of his foot was like off the front of the shoe.
That's infuriating.
How does somebody walk around like that? How does he do it?
Also, you know, for our listeners across the pond, real wet out right now. You just signed up for wet socks all day. You know.
I don't. Have you guys ever known anybody that's done that?
No.
So yes, but like you're wearing the wrong size.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or like you're running out of the house really quick to get the mail,
Sure.
and like you know,
Sure.
And Jimmy puts on your high heels real quick just to run and get it.
or I'm putting on Jimmy's slides really quick, which I
Yeah,
never
yeah,
do.
yeah.
But like I do
Right.
put on his
so
shoes
maybe
sometimes.
he needs to tighten down the strap so his foot doesn't slide so far forward.
He needs to tighten down something in his life.
Maybe he just needs to get
He needs
regular
to tighten down
shoes.
his life. You know,
Yeah,
Get some Hey
But the other
Dudes.
thing was that he was dressed like
a 3-piece suit.
no, he was kind of like he was in like nice jeans and like a nicer shirt. So maybe he just threw on his shoes real quick or like his slides or something. But
There's no excuse.
I just couldn't believe. But I mean, he didn't. He just
Why
walked
would-
out of the store like that.
Why would you? I guess why would you throw on slides to go to get gas?
Because it's easy and simple. Like why would you not throw on?
But like,
yeah, but even if you're
slides.
throwing them on, why is your foot halfway out of the shoe?
Yeah.
I know why.
Why?
So he needs his toes to go over the edge for
Right.
the grip in case he needs to run. Because you can't run in slides.
That's true.
Yeah, but how do you run while you're gripped?
Yeah, you got to
Well,
go.
it's like when you put your Crocs in sport mode, 4x4. That's the sport mode of the
You know what it
slide.
feels like to me? It feels the same way as when people like put on their tennis shoes and they smash down the heel.
Yes,
And then they just walk around like
dude.
that all day.
That reminds me.
That is
I saw a
insane.
video. I saw a video the other day that was hilarious, but I felt so bad for this dude. And it was a total misdirect. It was this really big fella going down a child's slide, and I thought for sure that the slide was going to break. You know, spoiler alert: slide was fine. He goes down in these orange slides, no socks, more appropriate, and goes to try to stop, can't, falls. The slide gets pulled up his leg like a sock.
Oh no.
So he's got the slide like on lower calf, and by the looks of it, it's like, well, we're gonna have to cut these off. Like there's no, like you can't butter him up and get him off. But I was like, that's hilarious. But I'll bet that felt crazy.
That's
might have hurt, or it might not have. I don't know. But
yeah, I could have scraped him when his foot went under, right?
I don't know, dog.
That's insane. Yeah. Anyway,
I love, dude. If they would put a park bench outside the gas station, that's where you'd find me, just to watch folks.
It's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty wild, dude. Especially certain times of the day. The later it gets.
2 a.m.
Yeah, the later it gets, the
I don't have I remember in high school, I talked to the coaches, and maybe this is just a generational thing, but they'd make comments like I remember my coach, he's a very down to earth dude, but he's talking about he had a rough football game, and then the next day he had to take his ACT, and he left in like his sweats, didn't shower, he was just so beat up, and he's like, I never at that time would have been caught dead in public like that. And I always remembered stuff like that. Like, I don't have that thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I do.
Yeah.
But, like, the bar's a lot lower. Do you guys have that where, like, I'm not going in public if I'm wearing X, Y, and Z?
I used to, like, have that. And now as I've gotten older, I care less.
But what would be an example of the thing you wouldn't go in public in?
It's not go in public, but I used to not about wearing, but I used to never leave my house without makeup on. And I know younger girls who, like, it's to the point to where if they're dating somebody new, they won't go to sleep without makeup on their face because they are so worried about that person seeing them.
Is that uncomfortable? Is makeup uncomfortable?
No, it's just it gets like kind of greasy. So like it's not something you want to do, but I know girls that are like, they were insecure, so they would like go to bed with makeup on because they wanted to like look a certain way. It's like the fear of Coyote Ugly, maybe, I don't know. But like I just would never leave the house without makeup on, and then I kind of was like, that's
Jimmy,
just
do you
silly.
have anything? You're a pretty put together dude for the most part. Like, do you have anything where you're like, this is just for home?
I mean, there's some shorts that I sleep in that I wouldn't wear out in public just because they're like sleep shorts.
I have that
showing too much.
Yeah, I have that
I mean,
too.
they're just not like what I want to wear out in public. They're like bright red and bright blue, and it's like just old shorts I got for Christmas, and it was like, these are never seen public.
I don't do the like pajama pant thing, but if someone like I've been bought those as a present before, and I'll wear them if I have them. I don't think I'd do pajama pants in public.
Yeah, I don't think me either.
Yeah,
and
probably not.
And it's more about like, but it's not. I don't care what anybody thinks. It's just like, I don't know. Like, I don't feel good in it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I have that. I'm not saying with shorts too, Jimmy. I have like somewhere I'm like, I'm not wearing. I don't wear them. Like they're just at home.
Yeah, I do that with my shorts generally that I'm wearing not out of the house. It's because like they slide down a lot or something.
Right.
You know, like the drawstring's been gone since since Bush left office.
Since the early 90s.
But the stuff I'll wear in public is probably across the line for a lot of dudes.
Yeah, I mean, I'll wear stuff with holes in it, like a little hole in it. Yeah. But it can't be like in a crazy spot, or it can't be too big. But I don't know. Maybe that's, I don't know.
So when I was in high school, I was a cheerleader, and
You just got so somber.
Older cheerleaders.
I was in high school.
The older cheerleaders would kidnap the younger cheerleaders. So like the juniors and seniors would always kidnap like the oncoming like freshmen and sophomores. And so like I didn't even know this was a thing my freshman year. So like it's late summer, and I am like at my friend's house like swimming all night, which lots of people knew about this. Like people who weren't cheerleaders knew about this. So anyways, I'm out hanging out with all my friends. I come home and I go to bed with my hair wet. I throw on whatever clothes. For whatever reason, I was sleeping in my sister's room. I just threw on some shorts and a t-shirt, like in the dark, like came home, went to bed, got woken up at 4:00 in the morning to the lights flipped on and all these girls like, get up, get up, get up, get up. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I go, and mind you, I have like kind of like curly, like hair, wavy hair. It's not always like this. And so I like, you don't get to grab anything. You're literally, they're like, put on whatever shoes you can see and walk out of the house. And so you go around with them and they're kidnapping all the girls all at once at like 4:00 in the morning. And then you end up at breakfast. Well, so I put on a shirt that like had been like, it was either my sister's old shirt or my old shirt, but it had puff paint on it from back in the day. And like somebody had like just kept pulling on the puff paint, pulling it off. So it had little holes all over it. So I am like literally like realizing what I'm wearing.
Yeah.
Because I came home late.
Swiss
My
cheese.
parents knew about this too. Like later on I was so furious with my mother. But like I had like a hole on like over here where you could like see part of my boob because I don't sleep with a bra on.
Right.
And here I am sitting at like
I'm having so much fun.
at what's the IHOP, and I'm like sitting there like this because I'm like, I don't have a bra on.
Also trying to be cool because you're the young kid.
Yeah. But then it was like years later, like I was on the opposite side of things, and like I was going in, like we always tell the parents, I'm going in, and like one of the girls actually was staying at, she had a friend staying at her house. So like we go in, we know that she has like a friend staying over. Like her mom did not try to like stop this at all. 'Cause she wanted her to have no idea. We run in and we like rip the blankets off of her. Well, she was like sleeping in a thong.
Yeah.
And like a t-shirt. And we were like, whoa, like, you know, like instantly feeling bad.
Yeah, you're gonna see some stuff.
But
ripping
like
off covers.
But everybody's like, what's going on? Like, what's happening to me? And you're like, this is part of like the ritual.
Put on some shorts. Let's roll. This
Yeah.
is off topic, but I cannot stop this story because it's hitting.
It's time.
I had a college roommate, and he knows who he is. And I've said all this to his face, so don't feel bad for him. He's gross. Love him like a brother. He came home from football practice wearing he just wore his football pants home because like he'd do his own laundry or whatever. It wasn't uncommon because football practice gets over. We've got to hoof it to the calf because it closed like 30 minutes after practice was out, which is not good timing.
Right.
So he goes and he eats, comes home. His buddy comes over on the drive home or on the walk home. His buddy pulls over to pick him up. Hey, we're going to a party. So he goes to a party like that.
Ew.
And he goes out, gross, right? Goes out drinking, gets hammered, yammered up. Comes home, falls asleep on the sofa. By the way, the room smells like his breath. It's bad. Sleeps through all of his classes. Wakes up at 2:30. We have to be at practice at 3:30. Gets up, goes to the bathroom, walks out, goes to practice.
Ew.
Golly, man.
We're talking about 24 hours in sweaty football pants, post like alcoholic bender.
Oh my gosh.
Hey! Not the first or last time that happened.
Bad, dude.
Bad.
Dude.
Bad.
How does... Oh, man.
Where's he?
I'm
at in life
assuming
right
this
now?
person did not ever have a female in his, like, didn't have a relationship.
You would assume that, wouldn't you? Always wifed up.
Really?
One girl he dated was the first girl I ever met that chewed Copenhagen long cut. And you know what else is weird? They were all cute.
Yeah.
I don't think he dated a girl that wasn't like pretty cute. Like he did well for himself. He was a charming enough dude. He was the type of guy. I don't know if you guys have people in your past like this, but like say what you want to about him. He owned it, and it didn't stop him. You know what I mean? It was just like, yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. And he'll do well in life because of it. He's just a very likable dude.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah. And he was also a stud. That probably helped.
Right.
Anyway.
That
I don't
does.
know.
Yeah, that
I
definitely
have a
helps.
lot of stories like that.
That definitely helps if he's pretty good looking.
No.
No?
I didn't say that.
Oh, I thought you meant...
He said charming.
Well, you said stud.
Stud like athletically.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I mean, he's not bad to look at. I'm just saying you're not going to take a look and be like, was that Hemsworth?
Right.
You know,
gotcha. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. He needs to really, yeah.
Was he successful after college?
Yeah, I think he's a football coach now. I think like he does, like maybe at the college level. I'm not sure.
Still wearing the same pants?
Maybe.
Probably the same underwear. Amy's got game.
Okay, so the game today is how old am I? So I have famous people, and I'm going to ask how old they are. And the person who goes first, if they get it wrong, the other two people get to guess.
66.
Hang on, I haven't written my number down yet. Anyways.
I won't guess that number, so won't worry about it.
Anyways, so it's going to be a number that's under 30. Ready, set, go.
Okay, so from 1 to 30?
Uh-huh.
You gonna go first?
No, I'm not.
30.
You guys always cheat.
30.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 16.
Okay.
Those are good. All right. 17.
13.
Good night. Nate,
Okay.
Zach, Jimmy.
Yeah, but I'm terrible at it. I don't know what anybody's age is gonna be.
So essentially, if the person gets it wrong, it goes to the other two people, and then we'll go closest. But if there's like a tie,
Okay.
then we'll go with whoever gets under.
Okay.
Okay. So the first person is Clint Eastwood.
Ooh,
Clint Eastwood
this is up your alley.
yeah.
You might have seen the whole body of work.
Yeah, I think I've seen a lot of his movies. I'm gonna say that he's 86.
No.
Dang it.
Zach.
I'm going to go. Ooh, he might be older. Gosh, dog, that's tough.
Dang it. Dude.
I'll go 87.
Okay. Jim.
82.
He's 94.
Yes.
Dang it. I was going to say
94?
90. I was going to say
94.
90. He's way up there, dude.
That's a good run.
Yeah, dude. He's
And he's
way
still
up there.
acting? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Okay, Zach. Charlize Theron. How old is she?
47.
No.
Dude, that's the exact number that popped in my mind.
Jimmy.
52.
No.
I'm going to say she's 55.
She's 49. So that should go to
Me.
that should
Yeah,
go to
goes
Zach.
What was your guess?
47.
Okay.
Dang it.
Jimmy. Denzel Washington.
Ooh. Black don't crack, baby.
67.
No. Nate.
I'm going to say he's 63.
No.
62.
He's 69.
Wow.
So-
No way.
Dude,
He's almost 70?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
That's wild to
I'm
me.
getting smoked right now.
Okay, Nate.
Yes.
Matthew McConaughey.
105.
I'm going to say that he's I'm going to say he's 56.
No.
That's a good guess, Nate. I'm gonna go. Oh man.
Dang it. All right. And he's like
So he's probably like 20 and dazed and confused.
I can't even remember what number you just said. What did you say?
56.
56.
Okay. Come on.
Dude, I'm trying to do the math and I can't.
Give a
We all
guess.
find ourselves in his Lincoln commercial.
What'd you say?
We all find
What'd you
our-
say?
56.
57.
No.
53.
54.
Frick.
Jimbo.
Okay. Zach. Christopher Walken.
74.
No. Jimmy.
77.
No.
I'm gonna say Christopher Walken is 70.
He's 81.
That's
Wow.
Jimmy. Gosh, Jimmy just pulled in the lead.
I have to start going with I'm gonna just
Okay, Jimmy.
Yeah, change your strategy.
Just let it-
I'm just
let
gonna
it
start
rip.
going for my first initial
Jimmy
reaction.
Cameron Diaz.
Game on. Yes.
58.
No.
51.
No.
53.
52. So that would be
Nate.
Nate.
Yes, I got one.
Hey, good job.
And you got the rule.
Okay.
That's a good call, Nate.
Nate. Vanna White.
Good night.
I'm gonna say Vanna White. Vanna White is.
Van White's been on TV for 40 years.
I'm gonna say she's 62.
No.
Is that too young?
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I'll go 68.
No.
72.
67.
Me.
Dang it.
Okay.
Me.
Zach. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Ooh. I feel like that's gonna be 57.
No.
Am I way off? Oh,
I'm not gonna tell
Is
you.
it my turn? Is it my turn?
Jimmy's turn.
No, it's Jimmy's turn. I'm not going to tell.
I'll never tell.
I'll never tell.
Never
60.
Never let go, Rose.
No.
I'm gonna say he's 47.
He's 49.
Nate. Really? I would have sworn he was in his 50s.
Okay.
You know what's hard about this? is you have people like Leo who was on like Growing Pains.
Like
you
and he was like
forever.
14 though.
But you've seen him forever, so it's like it's hard to.
I know. Yeah.
That makes it harder for some
But I
reason.
wouldn't have guessed that he was 49. By the
I
way,
wouldn't-
Dating a 23-year-old.
Yeah.
yeah.
No comment.
Okay.
No comment.
Jimmy
Jambo.
Jambalina.
Samuel L. Jackson.
101. Denzel's 69.
I want to say he's
how old's Nick
70,
Fury?
75.
Dead on.
Whoa.
Does he seem like he's 75? Not to me.
No,
I don't know.
no, I just assumed he was older than Denzel.
No, dude, I think that checks out. He's the only one that I'm like, yeah, I can see that.
Okay, ready, Nate?
I'm ready.
Katie Ledecky, the swimmer. Olympic swimmer, Katie Ledecky.
Yeah, Nate.
Yeah, you know Katie,
Ledecky.
Team USA.
32.
No?
28.
No?
34.
She's 27.
Got it. Thanks, Jim.
I knew she was in her 20s, but like I thought
See, the
about it.
reason
And
I
was
went
like,
a little higher was because I thought somebody told me that she was like that. They were like, "This is her last Olympics."
You know what's funny to me?
Yeah, but you also have to think, like, if she started at, like, 16
No, I know. I
or
was
17.
thinking like, "Oh, she's done maybe 30." Like if she went a little longer than usual,
You know what's
but
funny?
I didn't.
What's
know.
funny to me? Katie Ledecky could have competed in the '84 Olympics. I have no idea who that is.
Yeah.
You don't know who Katie Ledecky is?
Not a chance. I know.
Oh,
who that
she's
is.
kind of like the Michael Phelps, but like
for women.
For women, she's a badass.
Sick.
very aerodynamic.
I believe you. Big nose.
Zach,
Yeah.
Justin Bieber.
Biebs is
The Biebs.
33.
No?
30.
Yes.
Dude, he's younger than me.
He's my age.
Okay.
Well, that's not fair. Because when he came out, baby, you know Jimmy was like,
Baby, he had
committed
Justin
it to
Bieber
memory.
hair. You remember Jimmy's
he
hair?
did. That's not cool.
Oh wow, you're a huge fan.
No, I
had
wasn't.
no idea. He's
a believer.
He's a believer, dude.
I disliked
Dude,
his
you
music.
had his hair the
Well,
same time he was famous.
I was going more for like the skater boy look, not him.
Oh, he was more Green
So-
Day than Bieber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wake me up
Jimmy.
in September.
George Clooney.
Oh,
I mean, he was like, what, 50 in Batman?
he's been 50 for 60 years, I think.
I'm going to say he's 78.
No?
Is it me?
Yep.
Mm.
I'm gonna say 72.
No?
You said 78?
Yep.
Zach?
How old was Denzel? 69?
69.
I'm going to go, what'd you say?
78.
I'm going to go 68.
He's 63.
Got him.
Wow.
Okay, so
I was younger
just
than I
to
thought.
keep
Me
track,
too.
Me too.
Zach and Jimmy are tied.
How many
wow.
questions left? How many questions left?
A good amount, like at least 10.
Oh, wow.
All
wow.
right, let's keep
This
rolling.
is-
All right.
I'm a second half kind of team. You know, I'm good.
Whose turn is it?
I'm gonna
It's,
Patrick Mahomes.
Oh,
this.
wow.
Well, we ended on
And
you.
Nate's.
Okay, so Nate, Zach Efron.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say 36.
No?
43.
No?
31.
37. That would be Nate.
Got it.
Big Efron guy.
Okay. Zach. Emma Stone.
Can you tell me what she's in? I get
Spider-Man.
Harry Potter.
She's a redhead. She's been in a lot of stuff.
I get those. So there's like 10 female actresses I cannot keep straight.
Let me see if I can show you a picture really quick.
Emma Stone.
No, I think if you show pictures, that kind of
Let
gives...
me just Wikipedia real quick. Are we cool
No,
with that as
no.
a-
She did that movie with that
She was in
musical with
Zombieland.
Ryan Gosling. She was
Yes,
in
where
Zombieland.
he the
La La
movie.
Land.
Oh, The Notebook?
No,
No.
La La Land or whatever, where they did a Broadway.
No, but she was also in the one with Ryan Gosling where Steve Carell's in it, and
Date night?
no, the one where he does the Dirty Dancing move.
38.
No,
I have
Jimmy?
no idea who this person is.
Oh, 33.
no,
I'm gonna go a little higher. I'm gonna say she's 43.
she's 35.
Whoa,
What'd you say?
33?
Gosh,
man.
you won by one.
Okay,
Well, you still would have won.
I think it's Jimmy's turn. Miles Teller.
Ooh.
That's hard for me too. Miles. Teller.
25.
No,
Who's Miles Teller?
He was in
getting
the new
names
Top
mixed
Gun.
up.
He was in the new Top Gun.
Oh, yeah,
He's
I'm gonna say he's 34.
No. Zach?
35.
He's 37.
Yes.
Dang
I love going last.
Okay.
Nate's turn.
William Shatner.
The Shat Daddy.
That's the name of the episode. That's the name of the episode for sure. The Shat Daddy, dude.
That's a product that needs a telemarket, like one of those.
A great name, the Shat Daddy. I'm gonna say it's so good. I'm gonna say 83.
No. Zach?
84.
No.
85.
Hey, that's not okay.
You've been doing it all night.
I don't go. All right.
Okay, well, he's 93.
Stop it.
So even though Jimmy won, none of you were close.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems like you probably shouldn't get the point, but I get what you're saying.
Zach?
Well, he's pretty. He's up there
Zach?
with like.
He is old. I mean,
Yeah.
the Star Trek when he was
Yeah, if you told me in Star Trek he was 40, I'd totally
dude.
believe
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Jack Nicholson.
Good
Zach?
night. That's going to be 94 for me.
No. Jimmy?
85.
No.
I'm gonna say 79.
No. 87.
What'd you say?
85.
Jimmy won. Okay.
I just thought that he was younger, but
Is
that
it
he's
his
done
turn?
some hard living. He's always looked old since he was 30 years
It's
old.
Jimmy's turn.
Okay. Cardi B.
16.
32.
Yes.
Nice.
Hold on. How old was Bieber?
30.
See, this is not. We can't with him.
Okay. Nate. Julia Roberts.
Why has Jimmy got 3 of them on the money? Like, why is that
I
a
don't
thing?
know.
I'm just
don't
good
know.
with ages.
Julia Roberts.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna say she's.
She's on my list.
I'm gonna say.
I'm not telling you what the list is for.
I'm
So
saying.
is Gabrielle Union.
Hey,
And-
don't speak
and
ill.
Eva Mendes.
Don't.
Oh, hey,
Daisy
take it.
Fuentes.
Hey,
Daisy
you need
Fuentes.
to watch yourself. You need to watch yourself, Amy. All right.
Julia
You need to
Roberts.
chickadee check yourself
You need,
before you riggedy wreck yourself.
you need to check yourself before you. I don't know. 62.
No. Zach.
Who again?
Julia Roberts.
She's been
She's aged well. I'm going to say
pretty.
that.
Pretty Woman was like 91.
62 is what Nate said.
That's probably pretty close.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, she's. There's no.
I'm going to say 58.
Jimmy?
What was your guess, Nate?
What did I
Wouldn't
say?
you like to know 62?
62. Yeah.
I'll say
59.
47.
She's 57.
Friggin' call it. I just choked.
What was it? What did you say? 55.
58.
Oh man. Yeah.
Okay, so we have 5 more.
Okay.
That's,
All right. I can make a
me.
comeback, right?
Okay.
Me.
No, you have 3.
I can make a comeback, Amy. Just.
Jackie Chan.
Whoa.
Ooh. I mean, he was in Rush Hour. He was probably like 50.
He's for sure 72.
No. Jimmy?
90.
No.
77.
He's 70.
I got it.
Gosh dang it.
I thought he was older.
Okay.
I'm good with Orientals. Like the cat is what I meant. Like
Right. Yeah.
Oriental
Gotcha.
cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Jimmy,
Jimmy's turn.
Elliot Page,
Formerly
Ellen Page.
33.
Was it Ellen?
Or
No, it was Juno.
Juno.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Can't remember.
Oh wait, we're not supposed to do that anyway. My bad.
either way.
It's not
Jimmy?
kind to do
33.
that.
No. Nate?
I'm gonna say 34.
No.
What'd you say?
33.
35.
It's 37.
Got him.
Dang it.
I jimmied you.
Okay. I think it's Nate's
It
turn.
was a Nate sandwich.
Usain Bolt.
Ooh, that's a
Interesting.
tough one.
Interesting.
So I'm gonna say that was like,
Isn't it his turn?
yeah. Well, I'm trying to remember when he was in the Olympics.
41.
No.
That's not a bad guess. I feel like, but no, he'd be young. I'm gonna go. I'll go 30. I'll go 37.
Okay, Jimmy?
34.
38.
Who's surprised that the cream of the crop rises to the top?
Okay, well, there's
That's from
2
Scott
more
Humphrey.
left. Zach's winning with 10. Jimmy has 9, and Nate has 3.
So Jimmy can score no points, is what you're telling me. Nate, I'm rooting for you.
Okay.
And it's your turn.
All right.
Is it Nate's turn? I thought Nate started on the last one.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Balls in my hand, fourth quarter, games on the line. I like it this way.
Diana Ross.
Good night. Who's that?
I think she was in
Diana Ross.
Roseanne.
Diana Ross. You'll know her as a famous state senator for Nebraska. I'm going to go total guess here, if you didn't know.
Didn't she create the first flag?
Yeah, I think so. She's for sure 71.
No. Jimmy.
85.
No. Nate.
I'm going to go 78.
Nate is closest. She was 80.
Nice.
Okay, final question.
Good job, Nate. I needed that. It's Jimmy's turn.
Meryl Streep.
Oh, wow.
88.
No.
He was so confident.
My turn?
Yeah.
I'm going to say Meryl Streep is 80.
No.
I won either way, right?
No, if Jimmy gets this right.
I thought I got the last one, so I should have 11.
You have
I was winning by 1. I got one.
who got Diana Ross? He got Diana Ross.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyways, so what did Jimmy say?
I think I said 88.
Okay, and what did you say?
80.
Okay, what's your guess for Meryl
Who's the
Streep?
person?
Meryl Streep.
You said 80?
Yeah.
I'll go 83.
Nate wins.
Nice. So Zach wins.
She's 75.
Oh, man.
So final score, Zach got 10, Nate got 5,
Sorry, Jimmy.
and Jimmy got 9.
I ruined that.
Hey, but if together, we would have beat him.
Exactly.
So, I mean,
Exactly.
it's a
With your powers combined.
Captain Planet.
Oh, I was listening to something that I don't know what it was, but I was driving, and somebody had called in, and they had an issue. And so when they said their complaint and they wanted to hear what other people's thoughts were, it was something where I was like, oh gosh, I totally do this. And then I was like, well, am I like the rude one that just doesn't ever, like, isn't even thinking that far? So self-checkout.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a certain amount of items that if you're using self-checkout, like if you have a full thing of groceries, you shouldn't be using self-checkout? Because I can tell you right now, me and Jimmy, when we go into the grocery store, we're like, okay, time check. And we're like trying to be out in 11 minutes. So like, yeah, we have a full cart for our entire week, but like it is like me handing him groceries and we're going so fast.
Side question.
But this person was so angry.
So side question. I have way too big of an opinion on this. So should I go first or last? What's the etiquette in the room?
Go.
I think you go first.
Yeah, go first.
Because
Yeah.
you seem like a all item kind of checkout guy.
I need a drink.
All items.
All right. Number 1. I think the first rule is it depends on where you're at. Some places say 10 items or less, 15 items or less.
There's no items listed at the
And if
grocery
there's
store.
no listed, that's fine. If you're, by the way, if it's 10 items or less or 15 items or less, I'm not crazy. If you've got 20, do you. That's fine. You're close. However, there's a few Walmarts I've been to, and I'm not saying Walmart's like the white trash way. I'm saying multiple Walmarts where that is your only option.
Yeah.
So you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
I just think if there's like a dude behind you with 2 items and there's like a person in front of you, it's not crazy for you to be like, hey, do you want to go first?
Yeah.
Right.
And we let people.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think it's just your discretion. Now, if you've got one option, it's self-checkout, and you've got 25 to 100 items, be quick about it. You know, do your thing. Don't like ruin your day over it, but
Right.
just appreciate that other people exist.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
But here's my question. Also, have you like thought about that? Like when you see people go into the self-checkout and they have a full cart full of stuff and they're by themselves, are you like irritated like this person is? Because I was like,
no,
that
I'm the
never
other way.
even crossed my mind. I was like, I didn't
It's
realize
never-
I might be making
I'm
people
the other
mad
way.
by
I'm
showing
the
up.
other way. Like you do self-checkout, there's usually 20 of them, so I'll find another one. What annoys me is when people are like carrying on a conversation with the cashier. And like be cordial, be nice, let that person know that they exist and whatever. But like, hey, I'm holding 4 gallons of milk back here and I'm sweating.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know. Everything's everything's got its time and its place, but just if you're just like a slow person, like I'm not kicking the old lady's cane out because she's like taking her time or whatever.
Right.
But just if I can tell that you're moving with purpose, I'm not upset. You know.
Yeah, I'm pretty much in the same boat as you. It depends on like how much of a rush I'm in and stuff, but most of the time, if you're at Walmart, there's only like one open,
Right.
and then everything else is self-checkout anyway. So it's like, and usually there's a line on that one. So then it's like, even if I have like 40 things, I go to the self-checkout.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, and I usually don't lollygag.
That's not like, that's a weird, can I be honest? I think that's a weird thing to call in as like a gripe, you know? So maybe there was,
Well,
that's why
maybe there was
was
something like
sitting
really
there and
egregious happening that I don't like, you know, like 2 carts full and you're like,
Yeah.
But I
maybe.
also was like, when they were talking about it, and everybody that was on like the morning show or radio show that I was listening to, it was all similar things that we're saying right now. But I was like sitting there and I was like, oh my gosh, am I that jerk that
might
like
be those people.
doesn't even realize that like people are like,
No, it just depends on the person, because I don't, that kind of stuff just doesn't like bother me.
I think as long as you're being like efficient, it's not a big deal. But if you're sitting there and like you're talking with your kids or talking to the next person over and like sending them off to grab something else, I think that's where it like comes in the issue.
Yeah.
But also, you know, to that point, I agree. But it's like if there's 20 of them, if there's 20 self-checkouts,
Yeah.
Because the ones I've been in is like you stop right at the doorway and you're waiting for the next person to be done. Do your thing.
And I think
you know?
one thing that's more annoying than that, I think, is when you see that there's only 2 self-checkout. Because we go to Hy-Vee, and Hy-Vee will open like 2 self-checkout lanes and then have like 2 cashiers, which has a huge line. But then there's 6 other empty ones out there that they're just not willing to like open up to people to use.
Yeah, it's that way in
that's
almost every
frustrating.
store. It's that like I was at Aldi.
And I get it,
was
it's
the
there
same
for-
way. Yeah, there was like 8 self-checkouts open, but then 1 cashier, so I just went self-checkout.
I think they do it for loss prevention, but at the
Aldi has
same time, it's
self-checkout?
like...
Yeah, Aldi's got a bunch of them.
I
The one
didn't
right
know
over
that.
here. Yeah.
Wow. The things that I find that annoy me most right now are, again, like you have no like awareness that other people exist, and it's things like things that we share that you kind of like disrespect a little bit. So if you just wreak havoc in a public bathroom, and I'm not talking about you had like intestinal issues, like that happens, but I'm saying like you were a slob on purpose.
Right.
Or like, this is really dumb, this probably doesn't affect or bother anybody but me, but like I put air in my tire today at Casey's, and like the hose was put up in like just a haphazard way, and I'm like, well, this thing breaks and then I can't use it now. So I took the extra 7 seconds to put it back right. Like just things like that bother me.
Speaking of like bathroom issues, have you been back to G&D yet?
Oh, yeah.
Jim, I'm not willing to go to that level of trauma with you on air. If you want to text me later.
You told the story on air.
Well, I'm not willing to revisit, is what I'm saying.
I'm just,
gotcha.
doing a callback.
No, I haven't been back.
Okay.
But I honestly feel like I left that situation as good as I could have. So I can hang my head high.
Yeah, because there was some things there that weren't your fault.
Yeah.
I agree. There's some things that, there might have been some fault put. Like maybe check your surroundings before you go,
Have you guys ever sat down on a toilet somewhere, anywhere, somebody's house or like a restaurant or anything, and then you feel it come up off the ground? Like it's loose?
Oh, yeah. So Amy and I went to Old West Virginia for Strongman Games last year. They had it in Charleston.
Old West Virginia?
Old West Virginia.
Oh, I thought the town was Old West.
No, it's West Virginia in Charleston.
And yeah, why don't you tell them your experience?
We go to this. We needed a place to eat, and so we went downtown, and we're sitting at this like dive bar
First
with
off,
all of our friends.
So we asked a couple locals there, and they all said the same thing. But then when we got to the one restaurant,
side note, wasn't this the place that like ate more hot dogs than any place on the planet?
Yeah.
But like, you want a good dog?
The
go
town.
to Jim's on First.
we wanted
the
something.
town, the
we
whole
wanted
town.
something that was like gonna be like an okay restaurant to go to, nothing crazy. But it was an hour wait. So then we ended up here.
Yeah, we didn't want to wait at the nicer restaurant, so we ended up at this like dive bar. We ordered our food, and I was like, I need to go pee, and they were like, it's downstairs. Mind you, this is like a bar and
It's dark.
like it's
Bar and grill.
I don't even know what you would
No,
describe
it's a bar.
It's a bar,
It's a
but
bar.
it has food. Either way, so I'm like,
They've got a hot plate in the
and
back.
I'm like, Jimmy, come downstairs with me, because like this is we've seen
had to pee,
we've
too.
seen
Yeah,
it
it
was
looks
like
like
it's
that.
it's like that.
it's the birthplace of crack.
So you're like
Yikes.
going down this like stairs and you've got that smell of like mildew and it's
College
like
bar,
the
like the floor is
walls
sticky.
almost don't even look like they're concrete, like it could be mud.
You guys
And
don't know
so-
this, but you've made the sale. I want to go
So
to this place.
we're walking down this hallway and there's 2 bathrooms and like next to each other, and I look at him and I'm like, you're just coming in with me.
Yeah.
So he comes in with me and I like close the door and it's like very
Super creepy. Is it really
very,
low lit,
it's
too?
oh yeah, like it's so, and the walls are
picturing
like
the, like,
black.
flickering
Yeah, me
light.
too. Yeah.
The walls are black. And so Jimmy, I was putting toilet paper around the toilet seat
Crow's
because
nest.
and as I realized that the toilet was like moving back and forth, like shaking. So I have Jimmy holding my hands in
But-
front of me.
You sat on it though,
I accidentally sat on it,
and then
it's
you
like-
started to sway, and it's like, oh
It's
shit!
like swaying back and forth, and I was just like, oh, we got to
Which
get
is
out of here.
hilarious. For those of you who don't know Amy, she weighs
100.
48 pounds.
Well, so like looking back at it, the toilet was on like a concrete like pile of stuff. We don't know if it was
It
like
was,
actual
like-
ground or what, but
I was like,
it's-
I'm breaking their toilet. I'm breaking their toilet.
it's almost like they tried.
Imagine me plopping down. Like post strongman show, I've got no more quad strength left.
It would
I'm
just-
just like, let's go, and then I
If I plopped down,
over.
if I
It would
plopped
have
down on
just
that thing,
it would have
would've-
just flipped over.
Yeah, if I-
it was
yeah.
not attached.
It's almost as like they had plumbing issues, and they just instead of like fixing the concrete to make it nice and smooth again, they just put it all on a pile. And I was like, we'll just put it on top.
They put putty on it.
Yeah.
Oh
It
my
was-
God.
That's
And
hilarious.
So we found this restaurant because it was one of the other ones that had like really good reviews, and it made it sound kind of like it was
Wait, are you going to talk about the rats?
yeah.
Okay, good.
They made it. A lot of the reviews made it sound like a hipster joint, like it's just this cool place where people go to hang out. So when we got there, we were already had the expectation like it was going to be a casual, nice place, and then we show up and it's like it's very dim.
It's like
Well,
the
hold on.
biggest dive bar
I
ever.
have a lot of. This has sparked a lot of new questions for me, but I'll start with this one. How many rats is too many rats? I mean, if it's
Well-
good food,
So what you don't know is like later down in the reviews, because it's like, oh, it's great food, and then people are freaking out because they're like, there's this giant New York-sized rat just running around downstairs. I'm like, all right, well,
just
that's-
one of them.
We didn't
that's-
see rats. We didn't know this until after we had actually ordered our food. So it was like one of those things where I was like, we're stuck.
Yeah,
We're really, really stuck.
Did it have good food?
no,
Yeah,
It's-
it was just okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just probably like mozzarella sticks.
was also
but-
like-
There's a place in Moberly where I think I've seen a mouse, and I will gladly go back because it's good food.
right.
And like things happen. You
yeah.
know
I
what
mean, it's Moberly's in a field.
and it's also like kind of dive bar once people leave. So like you get what you're getting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just not what the reviews had said. We should have done more due
So-
diligence, and it was also like.
I haven't had recently the toilet shift thing, but my version of that freaks me out every time is you sit down and it's like a loose toilet seat. You like
Oh.
the little thing that holds you off the rim slides into the bowl, and I
Yeah.
feel like I'm falling into a wormhole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that makes me think though too. This is totally off topic. Forgive me. How long's too long to wait? And I get that it depends on what's going on. Like we got to get back to work, whatever the thing. But like you go to a restaurant you want to go to, you're on date night with the wife, and they say you got a 30-minute wait. Are you staying?
I don't start getting like, oh man, until like 45 an hour.
You know what?
Because like 30 minutes,
I'd
I'd be like 30 minutes. It might be.
You and I are like this the same way. I think what depends is like, do I have a place to sit in the meantime?
Yeah, 100%.
Because if you're standing and it's like in a high traffic area, I don't want to wait 10 minutes. You know what I mean? 10 minutes is too long.
Right. Yeah. I don't like one of the things I do like is when there's like a lot of places to sit and you got the little thing that buzzes. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I'm down for that. I'll wait 30 minutes.
So now I'm going to direct this to Jimmy because I have to make it specific to Jimmy. You know what I mean? I got to speak Jimmy here.
Right.
It's a new place. Good reviews. You've been wanting to try it for a while. It's date night. You go and you get a number. How long do they have to tell you the wait is before you look at Amy and you're like, let's go someplace else? And we're talking $3 to $4 signs. This is a nice night.
How new is it?
How new's the place?
Yeah.
You've never been there.
Well, I mean,
Brand new to you.
well, has it been around for like a year? Or is this
I'm
like
so interested in why that matters.
well, because if it's like opening night, I'm probably not going.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I mean it's an established place.
Okay. So I
It's
mean,
just a busy Friday night.
So let's say you've never been to CC's,
yeah.
and obviously you've had the food, so that's unfair. But you go sit down and you get the number, how long until you're like, no, Amy?
Probably like 45 minutes.
45's tough. 45's a 45
an hour.
But
Is
starts
that
to be-
weird? We're all like kind of in agreement on that. 30 minutes. Are you leaving for 30 minutes?
If there's a big group of people, the 45 minutes becomes easier.
Because I mean,
True.
I've sat.
Because like you have more people to talk with, but you're also kind of like, well, where are we going to go that could be that
Right.
might be able to get us all in a big
Yeah.
group?
And if I could put
faster.
my number down and they call me, then that's perfect. Because
Yeah.
I can go sit in my car.
You mean, guys, let me give you two schlubs a good line to use
What?
whenever they tell you sorry for the wait. Like when the waiter or waitress is like, hey, I'm so sorry for the wait, like on the food. You know what you say when you're with your lady?
What?
I'm not worried about it. I've got some really good company here. Don't worry about it. Yeah, see, Amy's smirking. She's like, okay, all right then. Sorry, Jim.
That's okay.
That's a good one.
No, I like it. I also do that with my daughter. I'm like, that's all right. We're having a good time.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm
Yeah,
just
I-
like a stand-up guy. It's not a big deal. You know,
I-
it's whatever.
I don't I don't know. I usually like like if I hear an hour, I'm usually gonna be like, okay. And then I'm like, we need to talk about it for a second.
I think for me, big fat kid moment here. I'm sorry. It depends what I'm waiting on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same here.
If this is a nice steak
Yeah.
and I got a place to sit down and we
Yeah.
can chat and whatever, and you get bored of me, so you look at your phone or whatever.
If we're near Branson and it's like we're gonna go to Lambert's
Yeah.
or something back in the day,
Yeah.
I remember it would be like, yeah, it's gonna be like 45 minutes, and we'd be like, okay, we're waiting.
That feels like a different thing, though.
That's
too,
what I'm saying.
right?
It's like certain
Yeah.
scenarios.
It's a novelty.
It's like
rolls,
yeah,
free
if we were
okra,
somewhere and it was something where we were all
potatoes.
It also depends if it's
free
the only,
second plate.
if it's the only game in town too. Like if Amy and Jimmy have to go back to that town and they're like, well, I can't go here, I couldn't go here, and they find the place,
Right.
and they're like, yeah, it's an hour wait. They're
Well-
like, not a problem.
Yeah.
Because
Well-
I'm not going back to tippy toilets.
yeah.
We'll
Tippy
buy a
toilets
plane
and fat
and
rats.
leave that night.
We'll buy a plane and leave that night.
Yeah.
I
Not even a
love-
ticket. We'll buy a plane.
I love the fantasy world you live in. You know what I mean?
He does have a fantasy world.
So good.
I just don't. I want the day to happen where it's like, hey, we're gonna compete somewhere, and then we're
Yes.
like, Jimmy can
I
fly
already
us.
know. Yeah.
I would
But
do
like-
that.
But like he drops us out of the back of a cargo plane and we just parachute to the ground.
Yeah, yeah. It's 10 minutes till weigh in.
Oh man, we just
And-
land and then walk and go
Yeah,
hit a deadlift.
We're like, oh, and like unclipping the parachute,
Bon up, bon up,
dude.
bon up.
That's
You're listening to Freebird on the way down.
Oh man,
the
Now,
solo
you'd
section.
be listening to me scream my guts out on the way down like a
Yeah.
little baby
What are
girl.
parachutes rated for weight wise?
I mean, they drop off elephants. I saw that in a movie once.
Really?
Operation Dumbo
They
Drop.
do.
You ever seen
Yeah,
it?
but I mean,
They
we're
can
gonna
drop
have
off
to use,
tanks too.
yeah, I know, but we're gonna have to use like a cargo parachute, or is
Yeah,
it
but
just like
also-
a normal parachute?
Yeah, but also we don't know how hard that tank's hitting the ground. You know what I mean?
yeah.
That tank is coming in hot.
I'm just saying, if there's like a giant cargo container just full of whatever, you know.
What if we
Yeah.
put you
They-
in one of those giant bubbles
Oh, you know what?
that's attached to a parachute?
Tandem,
Tandem. You want to hear like this is another.
Are you guys like
face to face.
This is another football
butt
buddy
to butt,
story.
nut to nut?
That is a thought, isn't it? Well, on another note, this reminded me of my buddy Nick in college. He told this story, and it's like super lame, but I love it because I wanted it to happen to me. It was his senior year, and he was like the big lineman or whatever. Like he was the guy,
Right.
and they backed up a cattle trailer with him on it, onto the football field and dropped the thing, and he walked out, and it was like smoke and fireworks and like playing music, and it just,
Wow.
how sick is that? Like they wheel you in on the Hannibal Lecter dolly with the mask on.
It's like Eddie Hall did with the chains and the mask
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
So weird.
You remember? You know what we do for Jimmy? We do the Ace
He
Ventura.
comes out of a cake.
Ace Ventura when nature calls. You remember that?
He
Where
comes
they-
out of the rhino.
No, dude,
Oh.
you're not. Hey, quit.
I want him to do that.
You're riffing too much.
Okay, sorry.
Where Nate walks up, it's like the big fighter. He's like, "You got to fight our warrior." And Nate walks up, and they're like, "Oh no!" And he turns around, and the warrior's in the backpack on the back. He goes to unbuckle it, and Jimmy starts biting at him and stuff.
He's got a muzzle on. Oh, that's funny.
Good
Yeah.
times.
You guys hitting Chick-fil-A tonight?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's the order? What are you guys getting?
I'm getting their chicken soup and their honey pimento spicy chicken sandwich.
That's good. Have you had
Yeah.
that? That's money.
Amy gets the same thing every time.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
The bowl
Sometimes
full of
I
regret.
sometimes I
What bowl full of bread?
Sometimes I get the salad. I don't know.
Really?
What?
They have
Salads are
a
good.
really good like fried Cobb salad with the avocado lime ranch dressing.
Chicken
Is Cobb-
strips.
What's Cobb's? Is that like seafood? What is that? What's a Cobb salad?
It
This
has
is like
it has like it
egg.
used to have egg and like all the different things in it.
Does it have meat in it?
yeah,
chicken.
fried
You
chicken.
said that, huh? My
Chicken.
bad.
Chicken.
I don't
Chicken.
listen so good.
Yeah, well,
I
this has
love
been fun.
Chick-fil-A. I love it, man.
It's been real.
You guys got anything cool happening this week before we sign off? Nothing. Jimmy, you getting in the air this week?
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy just took his third test out of 4.
Oh yeah,
Dang,
Yeah.
how'd it go?
So
passed.
Nice.
Just 96.
Is your air time going to slow down this time of year?
Yeah. Well, it's more because like the stuff I'm working on right now is like knowledge based. So
Is
it's
it weather based ever? Like,
I mean, they're still weather based, but it's like
if it's coming down like hard rain,
Yeah,
can
I'm
you
not
still
flying.
fly. But are you able?
I could, but I don't want to.
Like, when do they say there? Like, it's like no, Maverick, you're not flying in this.
So they have like a temperature thing. So if it's below like
Is that because it ices over?
yeah, if it's below like 10 degrees, I think then there's just
Below
like
t-
you're not flying.
yeah, below 10, I'm cuddled up next to Nate. You know what I mean?
Well,
Below
it's
10.
So they have
Cold.
Nice, Nate.
they have to like warm
Real
the
col-
planes up
real
in a
color
hangar.
commentary.
They have to warm the planes up in a hangar, otherwise it can have like a cold shock or something. So they just
Cold shock proteins.
yeah.
What? How cold does it have to
that.
be for the fuel to freeze in the lines?
Probably
Is it
like
negative
negative
30?
1,000, I think.
Well,
I'd say.
I mean, if you watch Day After Tomorrow, it's pretty cold.
yeah, and Hollywood is
That's
pretty,
going to be totally accurate. I'm asking you, Jimmy, because you should know.
No
yeah,
clue.
I think you should know that.
If I'm worried about that, I'm not flying.
Good answer. I'd say that's a
that's
solid
a great answer. Yeah, that is a good answer, Jimmy.
He's like, look,
He's
got
clearly a
other things to worry
professional.
about.
Yeah.
Hey
Yeah,
guys,
Amy still won't fly with you.
hey
That's
guys,
okay.
thanks for stopping by. We did it once again. Zach won trivia. If you all didn't catch that part, I just wanted to make that known. Jimmy's only waiting 45 minutes for a meal. Amy didn't weigh in, but I think she's around that 45-minute mark probably as well.
I have no
think?
idea. I'm not. I don't know.
All right. Thanks, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. They got to go get chicken. We're
Bye.
out.
Bye.
Bye.